How's it going? My voice is better now.
Well, no, I was going to think about doing an intro to this, but apparently that works.
If you don't know who we are...
Hi, Black Star.
And hello, Superstrider.
So, yeah, this is sort of an impromptu thing. I've been actually thinking of discussing with them for a while now. I kind of wanted to start doing a basic podcast with no actual schedule of when stuff comes out or whatever. It's just something where we get to talk for maybe about an hour over the stupid stuff that we come up with, as well as stuff that actually happens.
Which takes more than an hour, hell. We took a road trip where it was literally all our stuff just became stupid. It's just that the unrestrained ids of our minds just go to weird places, and it kind of reminds me of Jason in a way with Drop Dead Cynical or Adam with Top Kick Live, where it's just insanity in explosion or like intermixed with the actual stories that they want to talk about and stuff like that. I'd want to do something similar where we just go out on tangents and stuff like that. And why are you laying on the bed over there? Because I feel comfortable.
Let me move the microphone closer to you then.
It's like I feel comfortable in all that laziness presented by Black Storm. Exclusive fragrance. Now at GameStop. Buy it one all.
What?
What, you never heard of laziness called? It's like you never heard of laziness? Search eBay. It's on there now. It's called Black Storm's Essence.
Now that you mentioned eBay, I have to go into this story that happened within the past 2 weeks. Because, oh my, the amount, or like the stupidity that involved into this, and this is one of the impetuses I wanted to say for the show because I wanted to get your actual reactions rather than tell you off air. Because, whoo, this was a doozy. So,
Hold on. Who the heck says doozy anymore? Like, literally. Oh my god, that was a doozy out the dump, man! I just took a doozy out the dump! What?
Well, I am trying to stop swearing altogether. It fails me, but I would like to be a bit more professional, if you will.
Oh my god, who are you and what have you done with Superstrider?
Let's just get to the story. So, to get things started, 2 weeks ago, on Monday, I placed an order on eBay. I was getting a replacement a PS2 controller because the one I've been using, because I use it for my computer, I have adapters so I can use it on my Wii, on my PS3,
I use it
on my computer, on my PS2.
And I use it to strangle people.
Because it has a cord.
Come here, boy, I got a present for your ass.
And it's I don't think...
Oh my god, literally... Just imagine you're losing at a game. Just take the card out, strangle the bitch. Like, just strangle him. How dare you beat me in this game? Quick, someone hide the body. You didn't see nothing. Okay. I'm sorry, continue. Continue.
Okay. So I placed an order for one because I found one on eBay, and it's here within the States, and it was under $5 or about $5. And I just glanced over it, and you have a gigantic hole in your shorts. What the hell?
You see, I would say something inappropriate, but I'm not going to in the spirit of this. So it involved me going commando one day.
I don't want to see that.
Stare into the abyss. Stare into the abyss.
Are you talking about your ass?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Does it stare back?
Now, if it stares back, you're staring too hard, bro. If it's like literally, if the abyss stares back at you, you got a problem. Because it will be smiling at you. It will be smiling at you, so continue to stare about eBay.
So I ordered one, and it's of a local center located in New Jersey. And it was for about $5. Free shipping. Brand new controller, freshly manufactured.
I'm like, it was bright green, but it's PS2. I don't really care about the color as long as it works. And so I placed the order. I paid the money because I sold something on eBay, so I basically got this for free. It didn't come out of my own pocket because I sold something else that I got for free, so whatever. But I placed the order. It gets shipped on Tuesday. I get the tracking number on Tuesday. It arrives that Saturday, which was a week ago from this past Saturday that just passed. It arrived on the 14th, or the package arrived on the 14th. On the package, it's a bubble wrap package, and it has on the shipping label printed what the actual contents is. It says green PS2 or P2S controller, as it says on there. And I posted a picture about this on Twitter. I opened the package. This is where the stupidity starts. I opened the package. What was inside was indeed a controller, and indeed it was green. Can you tell me what's wrong, though? I'm going to let you guess.
Let's see. If it was green, I gotta say...
It's not broken. I'm just saying you right that. He didn't send me a faulty part.
Okay, so... either he had to spray paint it green, because there's no way in hell.
No. I'll give you 2 more guesses.
I was going to think of something appropriate, but for the sake of it, I will not. But
you might as well say it.
It's like it was like a PS2 controller in the shape of a green vibrator.
Funny you say that. There actually is peripheral for the PS2 specifically for that purpose, and it came with the game Res. It was Japan exclusive, though.
Of course, Japan comes out with every great thing. Literally, you're playing your
But no, that's not that either.
Look, you're playing your girlfriend. It's literally the only way to win in a battle.
Okay. No, it's not that either. Would you like a hint?
Sure.
It doesn't go into a PS2. There's your hint.
It doesn't go into is it a PS1?
That goes into PS2. But, okay, so since you already guessed it, you already got your 3 guesses, you failed all 3 of them, congratulations, you lose.
I'll take my consolation prize of not giving a hell.
But what was sent to me, and I posted this picture on eBay, or on Twitter, was a Nintendo 64 controller.
Oh my god! Oh, someone screwed up!
It was see-through green, like I ordered, and it was a game controller, a console controller.
Caution is, this is not PS2.
And it was listed on the package as PS2. It was listed on the order. They confirmed that they were going to send that to me. And then they got this, and I tweeted a picture of this. I ordered a PS2 controller off of eBay, and this is what I got in the mail. That is the strangest DualShock 2 I have ever seen.
All I can say is, it's New Jersey. It's bound to happen. It's bound to happen.
So, I'm confused, because the reason I needed a new PS2 controller is the current one I have is shorting out. It's just old. And it's an original DualShock 2, so that explains how old it is. But they sent me a Nintendo controller. A Nintendo 64 controller. Wrong company? Wrong system. Or, wrong system. Let alone wrong system. Wrong company! I asked for something that's for Sony. You sent me something that's for Nintendo. That's like ordering an iPhone screen. You send something for a Galaxy S2, or something like that. Or I remember someone saying ordering a part for your MacBook because I'm a tech guy, and they send you a part that's supposed to go into a Windows machine.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be running slow, all right. Every time you load it up, you got a 3-hour wait time. Unless
you have an SSD hard drive or a solid-state hard drive, then it boots up in 3 seconds.
3 hours and 3 seconds. Which one will make sure you get there faster?
So back to the controller story. I go on eBay. I message the seller, and I'm like, what? Why did you send me a Nintendo 64 controller? And I sent him a picture of the controller with the package he sent me. I tried calling them because I also got the direct contact information because eBay allows you to do that. Turns out the number on the account is for the guy who originally created the account, and it's now a company. And he was wondering why I was calling him. And I'm like, I told him flat out, this is the number that eBay has listed for you. I just want to know why you sent me a Nintendo 64 controller when I ordered a PS2 controller. And his excuse, because he wanted to get off the phone with me because apparently I was bugging him, because also they're closed on weekends. And he gave me the correct number I needed to contact. I then asked him, why did they send me a Nintendo controller instead of a Sony controller? Wanna know what his response was?
This I gotta hear.
I'll let you guess on this one too.
I don't want to guess.
And I quote, I'm not going to say the actual company or the seller's name because, well, we'll get to that. And I'd rather him continue to do business. And I don't want to... he'll just remain nameless. Let's just say that. And he probably has the greatest of intentions, to quote Jason. But he said to me, well, I'm part of a company now that sells this stuff on eBay. Our company is big enough that we get so many orders, and we get about 500 a day, that we can't be expected to make sure that every single order is correct when we send them out.
That's in sense of, well, what the hell did you just say to me? For those that don't know, either Superstrider is masturbating or his brain is just broken.
My brain has just shat itself. My brain literally shat itself when he said that. So he gets me off the phone after giving me the correct number and told me I have to wait till Monday to call. I then call up eBay. They looked at it, they saw the picture and stuff like that. Yeah, we'll open a case for you. And they recommended against me calling them on Monday because they'd rather be doing it through the messages because but getting messages from the seller takes about 24 hours and he only messages early in the morning and it's once per day. So, yeah. So, he says to me, oh, we'll open up a return case. Okay, fine. That Monday, I get a message from the seller. It says, oh, we're sorry that we got this mixed up. We'll send you the correct part right away. It's going to be expedited shipping, so you should get it in a couple of days. Oh, and we noticed that you ordered, you placed it, or there's a case open now for the return policy, and you don't have to return the controller. Just keep it on us for this sort of mistake. You should be getting it by such and such date, which was towards the end of last week. And they sent, it was mailed out on Monday, and priority ship, or expedited shipping, estimated 3 days maximum to get it delivered. I tried calling the direct number, dead number. as in, all I got was either a busy signal or an automated message saying that the voicemail box for this number is at maximum capacity. Goodbye.
No, it's me. We're so sorry, but the number you have called is no longer available.
No, it's available. There is something picking up. It's either a busy signal or a voicemail box that's empty.
Because I'm guessing a lot of people is
or that's completely full.
There's a lot of people have been complaining about the same thing. Sir, I ordered a fucking vibrator. Why the fuck did I get an Xbox One controller? Well, it does vibrate, sir. Damn it, that's not what I needed!
I have to trigger in the game a constant rumble feature just to get that reaction.
This is what I needed, man. Sir, why did you need a vibrator? Because my wife keeps nagging me. I planned on at least shoving something in her mouth to shut her the fuck up.
So, he tells me this, or I'm like, okay, fine. The scheduled date rolls around. The scheduled date goes past. And it has not been delivered. I checked the tracking information. Because he gave me tracking information that tracks between two separate companies, which eventually I found out one of them is actually intended for shipping overseas. And that's what they primarily used to get this shipped. The actual USPS tracking information states that we received the information, and that was the day they sent it out. And that was several days prior. And it stops there. So basically, the tracking information that he provided me is...
lost at sea.
No, there is no tracking, or like there is no updates or anything like that. And the DHL one even made less sense because I eventually messaged him back and I'm like, hey, why is it taking so long? Because it was supposed to arrive at this date. It's past this date now, and it's still not here. And tracking information has not updated. Of course, the guy didn't message me back because, well, he only gets around once per day. And I'm actually going to... Oh, hold on. I'm actually getting my laptop out to see if he has messaged me. Because I want to see that. But in the meantime, I want to do this, so I call up eBay eventually, or afterwards, to explain what's going on. I'm like, this guy still hasn't, or the package has not been delivered. Tracking information is dead on arrival, or it has not updated. And what am I supposed to do? And he's like, well, it's within their 7-day window period of when the last update on the tracking information is, even though it's been almost a week at this point. But it was within their 7-day period. That's what they said. I'm like, can I talk to someone else, please? Because I would like to at least have an option, because this is just ridiculous. Especially when I pointed out that the seller did assure me that I would be getting it at this specific date, and then tracking information says nothing. And when that date finally rolled around, tracking information, or the delivery date, was gone. So I get a hold, or after being put on hold for like a half an hour. I'm not kidding. We apologize. Okay, so we apologize you haven't received a replacement yet. We will get in touch with the carrier to check the status of your package. Thank you. Because the actual shipping carrier thing says you must speak to the person who shipped it to you. That's the whole thing, and that's all he said. And that was sent... Okay, that was sent late last night. Okay. That was 14 hours ago. But the last previous message I got from them was back on the 16th. But I talked to a supervisor. Supervisor takes one look. I'm like, yeah, this is stupid. Yeah, I'm just going to award you a refund. And if you do get the package in the mail, just keep it. Or we're going to let them know the decision. I even told the supervisor flat out, I'm like, I want the seller to get the money. I just want to get the item when it was delivered, and having no information listed is just ridiculous. And she's like, yeah, we'll recommend it, and I'm not going to deal with this seller ever again. So, but the funny story, the first person I spoke to over a week ago, when I spoke to them with eBay tech support, and I told him what this seller did, his reaction was, you gotta be kidding me, no one's that stupid. I'm like, that's what he sent me. He's like, yeah, that is a major screw up on their part. And I even told him what they told me. It's like, yeah, a company that big should have a person that's dedicated to make sure that every single item that they send out goes to the correct person.
Obviously they're tired of their job. They're like, oh my god, I'm fucking working here.
I'm like, it's a controller, it's green, go right there, that goes fine. But I got my money back. Once the controller finally arrives, I get to keep it. It's just that this experience, I'm like, yeah, I know it's a first world problem, but it's annoying, and it's something that I need to have desperately replaced, and it's driving me insane.
Dude, I could have taken you to this replay. We could have got to use one.
Yeah, I'd rather get a new one. And why is this in my DeviantArt feed? I'm sorry, I'm closing my laptop now.
I got a question. Were you looking up tentacles?
No. I saw in my DeviantArt feed a Super Saiyan pony. What?
Well, kids, it just tells you anyone can turn
What?
Super Saiyan.
What?
Just unlock your inner potential. I mean, look at all the cartoons from back in the day. That was the only way. It's like literally that was the only way of someone actually saying through it all. Everyone just turned Super Saiyan. Rah! Oh my God, he's a Saiyan! It's over 9,000!
So that happened this week. In addition, there was another thing that happened to me this week that drove me insane and up the wall, but it's actually of a more personal matter, and I'd rather not go into it. Let's suffice to say, idiots from the top that I have to deal with. Revolving certain things, or certain things I'm supposed to be getting that I'm not getting. I'll just leave it at that. And it involved medical issues. There's your hints. I'm not going any further than that.
You sure you don't want the hand to go straight up the ass?
What am I, a puppet?
Surprised I actually had a response to that, aren't you?
First time for everything. Oh, damn it. It's like, damn it. I actually wasn't expecting him to do that. I actually wasn't.
You went silent there. You're like,
I have no response for that. And like,
So that moment of silence is now past.
what the fuck? The first time in years I've known Strider, he actually had a comeback.
hey, once in a while I do come up with one. It's not often, but I do. This is why I always have someone to go off of, because I suck by myself. I found that out very early on when I did my Let's Play videos. Back in the day when I did the Ring Terror's Realm stuff, like 5 or 6 years ago. And I'm like, I am not funny by myself.
No,
I am not funny by myself.
No, you're not.
I have to have someone with me. Because that's when the derp comes out.
I gotta tell you this, though.
Did you get a boyfriend?
You're funny as hell, motherfucker. You're totally funny. No, I didn't get a girlfriend. I ended up getting a girlfriend that has a penis. I'm joking.
So you're into Futanari.
I'm joking. Yeah, except I'm the one. It's like I'm the one that's actually on the bottom.
So you're a power bottom?
It's like you like taking you up the ass, don't you, brother? In my case, she likes taking it up the ass. No, I'm joking. I don't know. It's like I'm single as hell, so I'm enjoying this.
After the last girlfriend that you had was
bitchy,
crazy.
Look, I've had a crap load of crazy girlfriends. Literally.
Yeah. Tell that one story that happened to you when you were much younger, because I don't think our audience don't name names. Don't actually name names.
Okay. What happened was I was in middle school around this time. Close to high school. Beginning of high school. It was freshman year of high school. What happened was I had this crazy girl. She seems nice at first. Like, it's like, literally, this is how Yandere always starts. They seem nice it's like, they seem nice at first.
Oh, hi, how you doing? I would like to be your friend. And then when the behind closed doors were like, she's erecting a shrine to you, made out of your nose hairs and your pubic hairs.
You actually want to know it's like how she held, she got a jar of blood of you. Oh my God, it's like I can feel his essence. What? She seemed nice. It's like she seemed nice at first.
She's combing your bed to collect skin flakes.
I want to know how the hell she get in my house going. We have an alarm system that goes off. I swear, it's like.
Have you stayed over to her place?
Heck, say no. I've watched enough anime to know where the heck that's going. So, you want to come over? Warning bells are going off. Just crazy! No, what happened was...
Did she do the head tilt when she goes, hey, you coming over? And has an nervous eye twitch?
Yeah. That'd be real, it's like, no, that'd be real fucked up. We got some, we got some, evil freaking, it's like Paragon shit of her head turning around when she comes over. You coming over? Ma'am, your neck is making a creaking noise. Oh, it's normal. It sounds like a sprinkler system.
Okay, well, enough tangents. Get back to the story.
Okay. After a while, I noticed she kind of became a little bit clingy. And I'm talking about absolutely clingy.
Like she was a backpack?
Yes. Calling me once a day. Why haven't you called me? I talked to you yesterday. What the heck are you talking about? I just miss you is all.
You saw me 5 minutes ago.
You pretty much did. Like, you just saw me 5 minutes ago. I know, but it's too long. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not even an hour. Literally, it's not even an hour. It's literally like 5 minutes.
She needed you around because she needed a model so she could make a perfect replica of your penis.
Which will be totally fucked. Which was totally fucked up because I actually did find out she had one.
I was joking!
Well, you gotta remember, this girl is psycho. Here's the thing, though. I end up, we end up getting to a fight. I end up breaking up with her. I walked away. I did not know she had a crazed look on her face. Because the next thing you know, I was walking home. I'm feeling happy. I'm listening to music. Next thing you know, I just feel a bink on the side of my head. I'm like, what the heck was that? I'm staggering like, oh my goodness. Literally, I take out my earphones, and all I hear was, you have a high resistance. It's like, no matter how many times I've just hit you, you have a high tolerance. But, if I can't have you, no one else can. Bink! No cars around. I'm just dragging down. Got down to one friggin' knee, just...
You got blackjacked?
Yes! I literally got one friggin' knee. She's like, how many times do I have to friggin' hit you before you stay down? The final hit was done. I passed the hell out literally on Kennedy. Like, I passed the hell out. It was done. I'm done. Between Kennedy and that one street, I was done. Surprisingly, no friggin' cars. No. I woke up wondering why I got a splitting headache, and wondering why I can't move my arm a little bit. Okay? My arm is bound. Either there's two things. There's a fat chick on top of me, or the fact of the matter is someone is into some weird-ass shit.
I would say it would be the latter, then.
Oh, yeah.
I guess you would have preferred the former at that point in time, but it was the latter.
Like, no, literally there'd be an echo if that was the case. Echo, echo, echo! I can't breathe!
Are you yelling into the fat folds?
Yes, and they vibrate every time. Wow, 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 wow.
I have that mental image in my head now.
Okay.
I need to bleach my brain.
Okay.
I need to cleanse it with fire at this point.
Well, if you need to, I got axe spray and a lighter, so you can always use that. It creates a mini flamethrower. I do not recommend this, kids.
Any aerosol can with a lighter does.
Except I use frickin' lavender berries. It smells like fire. With a hint of spicy lavender.
I'll tell you a story involving that sort of crazy after you're done with yours.
Okay. But back to what I say. I woke up wondering what the hell's going on. And I look up. The first thing I noticed was a shit ton of pink. Knowing that's Strider's favorite color right about now, it's like...
Everything must be pink.
Like, literally, to me that was a nightmare. I'm like, oh my god. How much pink does someone need?
Literally all the pink.
Yeah.
Too much pink energy. It's dangerous.
Someone get me like, someone get some black in here. I plan on actually making it better. No.
Well, she did get some black in there.
True, she kinda did.
Come on, I had to do the racist joke.
She kinda did. Obviously, she was white chocolate, so she loved black man meats. Black salami.
So you're tied to the bed.
Oh yeah. I'm tied to the bed wondering what the hell just happened. I can't move my arms, I'm tied to the bed. Messed up part is, her brother don't even know I'm here and I'm friends with that bastard. He's like, haven't seen him in a few days. Where's he at? Literally, she comes into the room wearing nothing but a robe. Obviously, I already know my naked half is like freaking already covered. I'm like, first instinct is not saying, oh my god, take the robe off. No, it's what the hell have you done with me, you psycho bitch. Now take the robe off. She's like, if I can't have you, I'm just gonna keep you here. I know damn well slavery ended a long ass time ago. So in translation, why the fuck am I tied to your bed? I seen you talking with another girl, and that's your business how?
I broke up with you.
It's like, and that's your business how? Literally, that whole entire 4 days I was there, she was using me to her freaking advantage. Though she could not handle me because she literally passed the fuck out. I was like, literally, as she passed out, I'm like, come on, finish! I'm getting a serious case of black blue balls over here. What the fuck? This is bad. It's like, this is bad psychoing right here. It's like,
you were too much for her, apparently.
Passed the hell out. She's like,
So you were stuck there for 4 days.
Oh yeah. Next thing you know, her brother comes home. Like, literally on the 4th day, her brother is like, literally, they made an excuse like, oh yeah, he's staying over here, da-da-da-da-da. Like,
That way the cops wouldn't look for you or anything like that.
Yeah! My mom was like, okay. But she was like, I'm getting word because he has not been home. Oh no, he's staying over here with us, like he's staying.
Didn't she ask to talk to you?
No. My mom was too busy at that time. She was like,
Well, considering her work schedule, so.
yeah. She was too busy at the time, okay. Me and my dad said, alright, just tell him be careful.
Dad don't give a fuck.
Tell him be careful and all that shit. Don't do anything wrong. Don't do anything. Literally, my first thought when I heard that, Dad, there's a cycle, bitch! It's the family curse! We always go for the cycle ones! Damn it all!
So, on the 4th day...
On the 4th day, her brother comes into, like, the room, looking for something that he actually realized his sister probably stole, which was his MP3. At the time, he had, like, a freaking iPad. He was like, sis, you see my iPad? Click, open the door. Looks at me! I look at him. He continues looking at me for like 5 minutes. Closes the door back up. All I hear is muttering like, no. There was not a naked black guy in my room. This is like in my sister's room. There's no way there was a naked black guy that I know in my sister's room. Tied to her bed. Yeah. I must have smoked some, it's like I must have ate some really bad shit just now. Opens the door again.
Help me, asshole!
Literally, still looking at me.
Untie me!
No, his first response wasn't, oh my god, I'm going to help you. What the fuck are you doing in my sister's room? Oh, you know, I just came here having a tea party. What the fuck does it look like? I'm tied to her fucking bed.
Untie me!
He's like, I've got a question. How the hell did you end up tied to her bed? Oh, you see, when a mommy rope and a daddy rope love each other very, very much. They find
beat me over the head 3 times!
They find a victim that they want to tie to the deviant post and actually do something to her. No, what does it look like? Your sister's fucking psycho. Literally, my sister's not psycho. As he's untying me to the bed. No, we hear the door slam. We both looked back in panic and wondering what the hell that was. No, it's her coming in, carrying a tray full of food with a knife in her hand. I'm like, so, brother? He's like, so, brother? You say she's not psycho! Have you watched anime? Oh, every time. Then tell me, does that look like a prime example of sanity right there? Or does that look like a prime example of I'm going to cut your wang off? How dare you cut my boy toy free? I'm thinking that's look of, oh shit, I shouldn't have come into this room. No, you should have. You jackass plan on leaving me to my fate? No. Literally, her response was turning her head, looking at us all crazy, like,
what are you doing?
Brother, I got a question for you. Why are you untying your boy toy? Oh, you see, we planned on going getting breakfast and all that. I gotta tell you, I'm totally engaged in love with your brother. That was my sarcastic response, like, oh yeah, I'm totally in love with your brother.
Yeah, we're secretly blowing each other.
Yeah, we're secretly gay right about now. Ain't that right, lover? Dude, shut the fuck up, you plan on making this situation worse. How worse can this get? She has a knife in her hand!
Congratulations, woman. You have turned me gay because you are insane.
It's like, congratulations.
And I'd rather deal with dudes at this point.
Like, literally.
Because they make sense.
It was funny. She's like, you're not gay. Instantly puts down the tray but still has a knife. Undid her robe halfway and all you just saw was instant hard on for me. Like, damn it, Dick! You betrayed me! It's like, I'm looking down like, damn it, you just betrayed me! No, his first response to his brother is, "Put that motherfucker away!" Literally in this moment, I'm being sarcastic and funny as hell. Are you subconscious, brother? We've seen each other naked in the shower so many times. Yes, I know I'm bigger than you, but dude, there's no need for this. Come here, lover. I'm just gonna stroke your face close to my dick.
Admire it. Admire its length, its girth, its snoot.
Admire it. Oh.
It is beautiful.
No, it's like, my friend was not gay. He literally was not. He's like, dude, what the fuck? No, literally, I got the hell away from it. I'm so glad that family moved a little bit. Because she was psycho. I ran the hell out of there. Like,
Did you call the cops?
No. I got a restraining order on that bitch. You are not to come within 5,000 feet of my dick. That means if I'm in the area, you should not come here. End of that story, but...
So what did you learn? Not to stick your dick in crazy?
Oh, no. Literally, we don't find out they're crazy until they actually start getting the real clingy. So if you have a clingy girlfriend, there should be warning bells of, get the hell away from this bitch! I've had stories where I've ended up I ended up having, like, in middle school, my girlfriend, her sister, and her hot mom. Yes, I was in a foursome involving pretty much 3 women. That all were in love with me.
Are you sure you want to admit to pedophilia on the show?
Well, I can honestly say, I don't mind to that shit, because literally she was hot as hell. Literally, the cutoff for pedophilia is like 52. If you're like 14, if you're literally like 14 and your teacher is nailing on you, I mean literally hitting on you, and she's hot.
If you're a guy and it's a woman.
Yes,
of course it's just going to be a guy thinking, like, I want to top that.
Literally, if my son told me, Dad, you know I'm 17, right? Yes, I know. I'm nailing my 22-year-old teacher. Don't tell your mother, but I am so proud right about now. Like, most parents would be like, oh my god, this relationship is inappropriate. Da-da-da-da. No, I'm the only one going to be here crying tears of joy saying, that's my boy! That's my boy! Like, don't tell your mother though. Why, Dad? Because here's what she's going to do. She's going to kill you. She's going to beat the black off of you. She's going to turn around, kill me, and chop my dick off. And then pretty much, and then probably use that thing for a vibrator. It's happening. All you have to do is just stick a jumper cable right through the middle of the detached wing, attach it to some bump, attach it to a car battery, and then turn the car battery on.
You actually gave that thought.
Yes, I did.
That speaks volumes of your sanity.
Look, it's like, you should know me by now. My insanity is I have no sanity. Hell, I would challenge anyone to the penis game and win. We love the game, Grumps. I literally want to challenge that person that actually created this game. I actually want to challenge it because I believe that
There's a video on our YouTube channel already us doing this. So.
Oh my god, that'd be a great ass match. He goes onto the he goes to the mall and yell it. I go to the airport and yell it. He decides he's going to yell it in front of a freaking company.
Didn't you say you want to become the next president just so you can just go, ladies and gentlemen? Or I'm like, this is how
Good
morning, America, or however they started.
Look, this is how the speech would go. My fellow Americans, I just got to say one thing: penis. That's a national degree.
That is all.
Stands up in front of the camera, whips it out. Boom! I just did it, people. You cannot impeach me. I have 4 years in this. That is all. Thank you and have a nice day.
That'd be less crazy than Trump. At least we all know where you stand.
I didn't vote for that, Cheeto.
Mr. President, what is your feeling about the war in the Middle East? Penis. It needs more penis.
It's like, I wouldn't say that, but the leaders are penis. The leaders are freaking penis.
Penis.
What is your plan for healthcare? More penis. Sir, would you like to elaborate that? Yes, you smack a woman in the face with that, she will not nag you for anything. You smack your wife in the face with that, you might actually end up getting lucky.
Do you advocate beating people with your dick?
I end up trying to beat you with my dick, so yeah! Look, we already know...
Oh, right, really? It can reach me all the way over here.
You want to try it? you want to test that theory out, son?
No.
We're going to have literally, it's going to be a real quiet recording, all you're going to hear is a wet smack of... What the fuck? Black Storm, damn it! Put that shit away! I told you it can reach!
Now the question is, are you going to try to tie it in a square knot with mine?
You gotta be cutting off the circulation to yours. I tie mine around like a Saiyan tail. You, on the other hand, tie yours in a bow. Do your dick hang low? Does it tie in a bow? Can you swing it over your shoulders? Can you drop it real low? Can you wear it as a dress? Can you
We need to go on to another topic. So, continuing what we were mentioning about flamethrowers earlier, or makeshift flamethrowers with aerosol cans, I have a story involving a babysitter's friend when I was growing up. Who was...
I got a question. Is the babysitter hot?
Yeah, she actually kind of was, but I was like 10 at the time.
What the fuck, man? Literally, when I was 10 at the time, I looked at my babysitter and I was like 15. I was literally looking at her ass the whole entire time, just... Oh my god, thank you, miniskirt. What are you doing? I'm just doing yoga. I'm just doing some yoga. Stretching.
But her crazy-ass friend...
It's always the crazy ones.
Who had the most generic, or like the most southern name ever by the name of... Well, I'm not just going to beat around the bush. His name was Larry.
Was he a cable guy?
No. He did not wear a laser shoot either. I had to get that joke in.
You see, people, this is the sheer stupid shit that we get into.
But Larry, I don't know his last name. I don't remember. He might have said it at one time, but I don't remember.
There it is.
Was...
Oh, son of a bitch.
No, was a little touched in the head, as in he would like to do crazy things. I do not need to see that.
What, I'm just scratching my balls. Just scratching my... Johnny Boy, why are you looking at the abyss? I'm sorry, Strider. We'll slip and use our real names on occasion, so...
Really, Jeff. And funnily enough, there's a Jeff on Drop Dead Cynical, too, so...
Look,
Plus my friend Carol, her boyfriend's name is Jeff. I know so many Jeffs.
Yeah, we got Jeffifa Dunham. And that's what my coworkers call me at work. Jeffifa! I started adopting what Pegasus do. Yugi boy! I literally just went in there, Dennis boy, how you doing?
So back to Larry. He would do really crazy things. And I think this stems to why my brother, during our high school years, became a pyromaniac. But he did something with an aerosol can on his wall in his room. He would spray patterns on the wall in his room, like draw little pictures with hairspray, write the word shit, because I remember that, in cursive. Then he would get a lighter. You know exactly where I'm going with this. And he would watch the pattern light up. And then dissipate. Because he was doing this in his bedroom. On a wooden wall. And somehow did not manage to burn down the house that they were in. That his parents actually rented.
That's actually quite impressive. But
he was crazy. He liked setting things on fire.
He liked proclaiming out loud to God and everybody that he was indeed Moby Dick.
I don't know why, but I think that guy and me would be great friends.
He also would go around showing everyone his raging hard on.
Again, I don't know why, but that bastard and me would be great friends. Look, we already know
He was also crazy, and I think eventually he became an alcoholic. I don't know. I have not seen this person since I was 10. But that was the kind of that's the kind of future I foresaw. Looking back years later, I'm like, yeah, this guy's gonna have serious problems.
Like I said, for some unknown reason, that kind of simplifies what the hell I am a little bit.
Okay, because I briefly touched upon this. Back in high school, my brother had a bit of a pyromania phase. Did you have a sibling that would do this?
Here's the thing, though.
This happened at my friend.
Here's the thing, though.
At my friend Seth's house.
Like, here's the thing, though. I have siblings and all that, but if you heard the song "Papa Was a Rolling Stone," oh yeah, my dad was a Rolling Stone before I was even born. So I have 2 older brothers and an older sister. Now I have a stepsister and a older sister, so I finally become the older brother. I'm not the one being teased, finally.
This is my younger brother, my younger half-brother, and we were over at my friend Seth's house. So for those of you guys who actually follow the Twisted Sin guys, that's Sephiroth when he streams on Twitch. It's that guy, because I went to high school with him. And we would always, on weekends, I would always go to his house and we would play video games and shit. But this was one of the times my brother came by. This happened this happened the day there was a really nasty thunderstorm. And the power went out. My brother was bored. So in front of Seth and myself, he brought a bottle of spray cologne, like aerosol cologne, or like Axe body spray, something like that. It was a generic kind. And he was wearing jeans. And he says to both me and Seth, "You want to see something cool?"
Wait, does this have anything to do with what they say, liar, liar, pants on fire?
He crosses his legs, puts one leg up on his knee, sprays a bunch of the aerosol on the denim of his jeans, next to by his foot.
I totally figured.
Then he pulled out his lighter because he was like 17 at the time and he smoked. He pulls out his lighter. You were correct about the analogy for liar, liar, pants on fire. He would light his pants on fire because he was bored.
What smells like ham?
What smells like burning hair? And we would just watch it burn. And then it would eventually go out. Because he was bored. And I'm like, there's no power. And it's the only spectacle in the room. Because we're sitting in a dark basement. Because it was hot outside. And the flea market was closed that day. Because back then, Seth used to live next to a flea market. And, so he would do this. He also did something to me. With his best friend that he would do all the jackass stunts with, where he went... I told the story about when he went mudding in a shopping cart, and my mom driving by, seeing these 2 kids covered in mud from head to toe from a distance, and wondering, where are your parents? Not realizing my brother is one of them. But him and his friend, they did something to me. I remember one day I was walking around wearing pajama pants.
I can already see where this is going for the kids.
And it was an older pair of pajama pants, and it had, like, fuzzies that just popped out because of the material it was made of. It was super soft.
I pretty much knew where the hell this is going. This is going to end up badly.
So,
without me noticing, because I was just walking past, and he was chilling on the floor or something like that. I was just sitting while I was just walking past because he was in the living room at the house. I hear a snick. You know the sound of a lighter being flicked. And then my pants went up in flames. And I freak out because my pants are on fire. They went up quickly because it just burnt off the outer layer of cotton and then it was done. But, or like just the fuzzies off of it and it was done. But,
oh my god.
I had fire that went up my pant legs to my dick. And I'm freaking out. And he and his best friend are laughing their ass off. Our asses off. And I'm like, you assholes. I'm like, why did you freak out? I'm like, because you lit my pants on fire. What do you expect me to do? And his friend, and he comes back with a retort. Stop, drop, and roll.
I was thinking the same thing! I was gonna, like, literally
And I'm just thinking, fuck you!
Look, the first response is not to do it, it's to run around in a circle.
Sorry. I didn't mean to say that, but that's what I was thinking. And tipped on the iceberg, several months later, they give me a present. It was a pencil. And it had a pattern that had a phrase on it. Guess what the phrase said?
Stop, drop, and roll.
Just to rub it in.
Remember, kids, if someone decides to light your pants on fire, don't run around in a circle. Don't panic.
I think that was payback from when I got him that one time when we were growing up. When he was just yelling at everybody. This was like when we were 12 or 13. We was just, because he was the younger brother. I say he was the younger brother because when he hit puberty, he became bigger than I was. When he refers to me, I'm the little big brother because I'm smaller than him, and he's the big little brother because he's bigger than me. He's taller than me. You've seen him. I'm like, he is taller than me. And at his peak, he was bigger than me. And stronger than me. But he was talking crap in front of my stepdad, which is his actual dad. And he's my half-brother, like I said. And I get fed up with this because at first I couldn't think of a retort. Then I went up to, I got fed up because he was annoying everybody. And they were in the same room was my stepdad and his friend Jimbo. And his friend Earthworm Jim. I was thinking that, but they were playing darts. He was he was talking crap. I got fed up, so I went over and I'm just doing this to Black Storm, and I just did this. Now, Black Storm, what did I just do to you?
Poke me in my chest?
Yes. Poked you hard in the chest. He asked me, what the hell are you doing? I looked him straight in the face and just said cow tipping and walked away. My stepdad and his friend bust out laughing as my brother's face goes beet red from sheer fury and embarrassment.
Oh, from cow tipping.
He hates it when I tell that story. But then I just told the story when he lit my pants on fire and then said you should have stopped, dropped, and rolled, asshole.
Oh, that would have been interesting to see.
I think that was the pants on fire was the payback for that, and that happened years later.
Look, we come up with some very, very... You're actually wondering why we're not in a psychic war right about now.
Case in point, our last conversation in a vehicle when we were talking about crossovers with Scooby Doo, and ones we have not seen yet, and yet I've already seen some crazy stuff. Like a Super Saiyan a Super Saiyan Unleashed, Unlimited, or whatever, the white-haired one, the final form from Super,
But it was Shaggy. That was on my Twitter feed. But we were talking about that. And we came up to the idea, because Scooby Doo had so many crossovers, because we were just discussing it because we first mentioned Batman.
Look, it's like literally.
And then we were talking about the WWE that being on there. And then there was it first started with Scooby Doo and Zombie Island because we were coming back from CC's. We were just talking because apparently there was a thing of Scooby Doo on the TV, and it involved actual real life monsters, and. And it was adorable, or like it was hilarious. Though my favorite movie will be the Scooby Doo. We did talk about it a little bit. Was Scooby Doo and the Ghoul School?
Only reason why,
Which I have to show you this one picture that I have on my computer, where it involves Winnie the Werewolf, and it's funny.
I'll take the vampire chick. She can suck me any day.
You know it's going to be cold down there, right? Because there's no blood flow.
Well, there's no blood flow, but she can suck me any day.
I'm not going for the one that's undead.
I don't know why, but I said I would actually go for Phantasma just to watch it. I just want to do something funny, just like watching as your sperm just flies literally.
You say that. There literally is, on Twitter right now, a fan thing of Phantasma, and it was titled Lewd Ghost.
I can't believe that, because she's literally watching you while you're in the shower. Ooh, not bad. What the fuck?
Yeah, she was the crazy one. She was the fun one. Let's just say that. But we're talking about that. And we were just discussing different ideas of crossovers that we have not seen yet. And this popped into my brain.
We'll let the audience.
You tell me what the crossover was between, and then I'll explain my reasoning behind this and what we went into.
For the audience don't know, we think of a lot of stupid ass shit, and we will tell you one in a few minutes. But it was Scooby Doo and Pokemon.
Then we were starting to imagine that these monsters were in fact gym leaders or something like that. I don't remember that. I just went to where I'm like, well, if it's going to be a Scooby-Doo movie, there's going to be a love interest. So we started brainstorming ideas. What would be because we talked about Scooby-Doo's past love interests. Like one was the alien dog. Another one was he did have a crush on Sandy Duncan back in the day from one of those crossover movie, whatever, when Scooby-Doo met everybody under the sun. Then, of course, there was the one that was from more recently, which was the love interest was a Chihuahua, and he's a Great Dane. How does that work?
No, Hispanic Chihuahua! Hispanic Chihuahua! Oh,
how does that work? You literally could wear it as a condom. How does that work?
Quite well, actually.
I'm sickened that you've actually given it thought. What is it? What is the dog a bag of holding or something?
He's mounting her in some position. Oh my god. Oh.
Well, we were discussing this, and we were thinking about a few ideas. Of course, it has to be a dog. So my thought immediately went to a Houndoom. A Dominatrix Houndoom. I said these words, and Blackstorm just bust out laughing because of the mental image that popped into his head.
And then my reasoning came up with a female Arcanine. A schoolgirl Arcanine.
Which I've seen anthro pictures online of that. And not to judge. Some of those girls were actually kind of cute.
Oh my god, literally it's like this. She needs some discipline. Then it's like, well, wait till the moment she breathes. It's like, literally, we saw a picture of this. It was wait till the moment she has an orgasm, she's gonna breathe fire. And then actually you want me to clean you off.
No, an actual just not like an anthro, but an actual full size Arcanine. It's like the Chihuahua situation, but in reverse. Whereas Scooby will be the tiny one.
I don't
Because do you not know how big a fucking Charmander, Arcanine gets?
Yes. I've seen it.
Have you seen an Irish Wolfhound, the largest breed of dog that actually exists that exists here or on the face of the planet? That actually exists.
Yeah.
And is as big as a horse. An Arcanine's bigger than that.
Yeah. Of course, you can ride Arcanine. That should tell you something.
The only fictional dog that I can think of off the top of my head that's bigger than an Arcanine is Clifford, the big red dog.
No, I actually would love to see. I would love to see a female Clifford and pretty much Scooby. That would be funny as hell. It'd be like Futurama. It's like that Futurama episode. Me love Snoosu. Crush. It's like I had Snoosu. Your pelvis was crushed, but you get. That's the best way to go out. Just yeah.
I just looked at the time. We've been going on for an hour now. Anything else you want to touch up on?
Yes. We were talking about this in the car one day. Now, get this mental image in your head. What would happen if Skeletor was having sex with Dr. Girlfriend? Oh, baby!
No.
Oh, baby!
Oh, it feels so good.
Yeah, my evil bone meal! Just add water. We're totally messed up. We're totally messed up. Now, if we do this again, we will tell you a cruel joke we are planning on doing to the General.
Yeah.
As a Christmas present, signed by me, Strider, and the twins.
Who have all been in my videos.
Oh, it would have been awesome. We will touch on that next time, but literally we'll leave you with that mental image of what will happen. Also, this other mental image, what would happen to Man-at-Arms? The man that would fuck anything that's female. And a female beast woman is like female beast woman. Yes. It's like the gender version of female is like a beast man.
Rule 63 Beastman?
Pretty much!
Oh, you remind me of that because I said save that for the show. Thanks for putting that image in my head. But there was also saying that you had an issue that I also told you to save it for the show.
Oh, yeah. I went to the doctor, and I gotta tell you something. Blackstorm's been diagnosed with something. It's called pornitis. Literally, my doctor says, you're addicted to porn. Yes! It's a disease I love the most! So, my symptoms are I have to watch porn no matter what. Starter's like literally, the starter has walked to my car. He's like, what the hell are you doing? Watching porn? You're not watching porn. I literally turned
the phone.
I literally turned the phone around. He's
got Blackstore Sluts 9 playing on it.
Literally, he was like, "You're not watching porn." He's like,
literally, and then he does, and immediately turns the phone around and proves me wrong. And keep in mind, we're in a parking lot
in public,
and I just ran inside to do something because I think it was like one of the places where I had to go to a store or something like that, or I was picking up a prescription.
It was at Walmart, and that's the most busiest. It's like besides like Target and all that, that is the most busiest. It's like that's the Super Walmart in Indiana. That's the most busiest freaking Walmart ever. Literally.
Is your next car going to have tinted windows?
I kind of hope so. That'd be awesome. I will
just so you can beat off inside.
I will put it on the dash. I'm kind of hoping my car has like a freaking has like one of those touchscreens. I'm just gonna plug it into that.
You're not gonna drive anywhere. You'll be too busy playing with your joystick.
No, I've actually done that in the box truck where I've literally done this. It was like I knew the route by hand, so after a while, it was like I'm bored as hell. I ended up just watching movies, and I was like, wait a minute, I got a brilliant-ass idea. Porn. Click. Oh, no. I got this man in this car with this woman. In a minivan, driving. He's looking at me. Looking at porn. Looking at me while I'm looking at porn, and next thing you know, he's like...
He had to adjust himself.
He's literally like, he had to adjust himself, like where he's unzipping his pants and all that. His wife's looking at him like, what the hell are you doing? Nothing, dude. Do you mind keeping in pace with this box truck? Like, mind you, I'm going 80 miles per hour. He's like, literally, this car is just...
How are you not dead?
Cause I'm a crazy... Superstrider, you've been driving with me. I literally decided to say fuck it all. I have friends, it's like, literally, I had friends in the police force. Our version of fun was starting a police chase on 8094. That ended up with us going to a Chinese place with the dispatch calling me. This dispatch that knew me, she's like, "You're causing a riot again, aren't you?" "No, I'm not!"
No, we're just going out for Chinese.
"We're going out for Chinese. Alright, I'll meet you." It's like, literally, she knew where the hell we were going. Like, alright, I'll meet you there. "What the hell are you guys doing?" Nothing. We're not disturbing the peace." No, he's like, "Are you disturbing the peace?" She knows me so well. She's like, "Are you disturbing the peace?" "No." The one car behind me that hears this on the radio. "Stop disturbing the peace! Pull it over! Never!" We were just bored as hell, like, literally. Because of my first car. They were like, it was one of my friends. He was like, "That's that blue Taurus right there. Pull it over. Pull it over." It's literally... His partner, she was hot as hell, had a thing for me. Because her first reaction was, "Assume the position on the hood." "Okay, what's the position?" "Know it? Are you trying to resist the officer?" Takes me to the back of the police car, pushes me in the back of the police car, like literally where I'm on my back, and said, "Assume the position of I'm going to ride you."
Good night, everybody!
Good night, everybody!
We'll see you next time when I do one of these things.
Oh, sheer stupidity.
Bye.